Code 2, it was completely collaboration based. He wrote it on a wiki, and people were invited to edit the text as he wrote it. So the book is actually a collaboration of about 150 people. Obviously he had the final edit, but generally you were able to just log in and just edit the text, like Wikipedia.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's very, very good. Collective intelligence. I will just touch on this, but there's some really interesting things you can do when you bring together the intelligence of different people and put it together into one thing. It's very interesting. It's called Wisdom of Crowds. The book is very interesting and worth reading. Stuff like Wikipedia, Mechanical Turk, all that kind of stuff really kind of goes off the back of that. One of the things that's really changed is social. How do you guys remember the adverts of like people on the internet behind the computer, geeks who just in their basement not talking to anybody, Those days are gone. Those days are long gone, People are now using the web to socialize, not only online but offline. So I run an event called Geek Dinners in London. The idea is that you sign up and say, I want to go meet this person, whoever that person is, and you get together in a pub, in a bar, and you drink and you have food and you meet that person. It's real life stuff. We're using the web to organize ourselves more so than anything else. That's what it's about. You see a lot more of this stuff with Facebook, and people have got groups and stuff like that, events as well in there. That's what the social is all about. Obviously, massively multiplayer online games is also interesting as well. One of the platform, what I'm getting at there is that the web is really come out onto beyond the browser. So it's on your mobile phone, it's on your desktop, it's in displays. We're doing nice things with like I'm not sure you got it in Birmingham, but in Manchester we've got the big screens that you see in the stations. We're doing live internet updates onto those screens. So that the weather and stuff's all read off the internet rather than being broadcast as a TV show, which is interesting. I'll skip this one actually. This was about mashup culture and how you bring together bits and pieces rather than do the whole thing yourself. So, for example, you'd use something like Flickr, which does photo sharing, and bring together Google Maps, so you put your pictures on the maps, stuff like that, rather than trying to do it all yourself. You just bring together stuff. How many of you guys have heard of the long tail? Okay, a couple of you. That's pretty good. So the concept of the long tail is, I try and get it as short as possible in terms as I can. Rather than to the point, this is the head of the long tail. This is where the popular stuff is. Okay. Now, the popular stuff is great and makes lots of money, but actually you can make even more money by catering to the long tail of stuff. This is the niche stuff. This is the stuff that is not so popular, but there's a lot more people. Okay? So how this works is, you take Amazon. What Amazon do is that they sell the top 1,000 books that everyone buys, earns them quite a lot of money. Okay? But where they make all their real money is all the books that no one reads, or that very few people read, because there's a lot more people in that long tail. So there's a lot more people who buy gardening books and books about this, that, the other, and mobile phones and whatever, and those all add up to much more money than the popular books. Okay, does that make sense? So what this means is that you don't have to be popular to make money. Okay? You can make something very niche very interesting, and you'll have an audience. That audience are willing to pay, and you'll probably even make more money and be true to yourself, you know, in what you're trying to get at, which is interesting. You know, that's never been the case. In the broadcast world, you had to be popular because the broadcast technology was so expensive. The internet makes that you know, you don't have to worry about the cost of distribution. Your user will share it for you, stuff like that. Okay? The Netflix model or Love Film is another example where the DVDs that are most popular make a certain amount of money. The DVDs that people love and they want to kind of rent over and over again, or that's where they make the money. That's where they make lots of money. Okay, I'll skip that one actually. That's interesting, but not that interested. Okay. So I should let that out. Okay, so this is the current state of the web. The web's changed once again, and the web is a web of data now. How many of you guys use Flickr? A few. Okay. Well, so if you actually use Flickr, if you imagine Flickr is just a store of photos, okay? Those photos have got data attached to them, and you can search on any piece of data you like. So, for example, you could do a search on Flickr for photos that have a certain aperture that were taken at 11 o'clock in the morning and were based in the UK, and it will give you photos for that. You know, that's the kind of thing you cannot do normally. And that's just amazing. You can search for. I can do a search on Flickr for photos that took place in this building, yeah, within a certain period of time, a certain date, yeah, with a certain camera. Okay? All that information is available on Flickr. And that's what the web is coming to. The web is basically a web of data now. And you're able to do this stuff and extract this stuff.